Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for September 26th to the 2nd of October 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Sagittarius, this week we have a new moon, essentially starting a new beginning collectively. And this is coming off of what was the last lunar cycle. Very transformational time. That was the eclipses. A lot of that had to do with the life path shifting and changing. But now new seeds are being planted in a sort of new area. So the new moon for you is going to be in the 10th house. This is the house of your career. It's the house of your productive life, your public life for some of you in that regard. But anything that's future oriented that you could be producing or building towards. So this will be on Friday, and so as we approach that new moon, it is a good time to sort of let the energies die down a bit, reflect on things a bit, and that'll help set the stage for these new seeds. And that especially as you go into next week, you'll find that a lot of this energy is moving forward. But this has been a very positive area for you these past roughly 3 or 4 weeks with Jupiter, who's recently shifted into this 10th house. So this is helping you see opportunities and possibilities and potentials with the career stuff or the legacy or the public life. And this new moon is going to be very close to Jupiter. In fact, all week long, we're going to have a lot of this Jupiterian energy because the sun is going to go over Jupiter on Monday, leading the way for that new moon on Friday. So it's all about seeing potentials, and I think it's a great week to open your mind up to what is possible with the career side of things. And again, maybe going into next week, you could specifically see those opportunities coming to fruition. Now, this is, of course, your ruler, so this is a new beginning with you in many ways. So it's a great time to set new intentions with your independence, personal needs, your desires, the things you want in life, and seeing them through. Now, Jupiter by himself is a lighter energy. It's expansive. It's opportunities. But by itself, it might just be a bit of inspiration. So what I always say with Jupiter is to actually put it in motion because it is an easy sort of energy, but we do want to make the best of it. So see where you can move things forward, build things in your life. A lot of this might have to do with Saturn, who's been in your 12th, which a good place to start building things is really on your spiritual development and having more peace and tranquility in your life, and how maybe that can tie into what will be these new beginnings with your career or productive life. All right, so that's by far the strongest energy of the week is that new moon, but it is, in an active sense, a lowered energy time. Then, of course, as we go into next week, things will pick up with the activeness. I do want to mention that Pluto is going direct, and so there is a shift taking place this week having to do with a lot of, again, the independence and stuff. Your first house has been particularly emphasized with Mars going into here last week. So it is a great time to motivate yourself to, again, pursue those goals, maybe get a bit of physical exercise and activity. This is Mars, and with Pluto now going direct, it's emphasizing more forward-moving momentum there for you, your personal needs there. So very strong. I think it's an excellent week for self-motivation, for independence, and any goals you might set. And I think you can find that quite motivating and quite transformative, in fact, because a lot of you have been changing over many years with Pluto in the first house, helping you strip away old limiting belief systems and old patterns in your life that have been preventing you from being more independent and cultivating the things you want in life. So could certainly be a shift with that. So as we go into the weekend, Mercury is going to go into that 10th house. So you'll likely find that your mind is shifting more on the career stuff, and Mercury will be exalted in Virgo. So good mental aptitude, I think, for big picture stuff or career stuff. And I think working with it, the details, even on the routine can be good there, particularly over the weekend. Now, Mercury will be opposing up to Chiron, so there might be some healing taking place on a minor note. If you feel any wounds come up about the career stuff, know that it's subjective, it's internal. It's not a reflection of the objective reality. But as you do that inner healing, You could feel quite rejuvenated as a result. In fact, the weekend does have Venus trining up to Neptune, so it can be an easygoing weekend collectively. And for you, again, it could have to do with career, maybe relationships having to do with career in some sense, which has been Venus in your 10th house. Maybe your routine or your daily activities could be tranquil and easygoing, and maybe also spending some time with friends or your network circles, since Venus rules both your 6th and your 11th. All right, so Sagittarius, new beginnings with you. Your ruler conjunct this new moon. A lot of focus on you, I think, is great. Forward-moving energy. But in the general theme, it's having to do with the productive life or your career. So it's a great week for setting new intentions with that and seeing that stuff through. All right, so Sagittarius, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.